Hello everybody. Information and analytical service is in touch GURU.Markets. Thank you for helping our project. All links can be found in the description of this video. Dear viewer, I kindly ask you to give a thumbs up in advance. Your like is extremely important for spreading the project GURU.Markets. We will compare the current fundamental indicators of the company Waterdrop Inc ADR, ticker WDH. This review was created based on current information as of June 4, 2024. By classification GURU.Markets Corporation Waterdrop Inc ADR belongs to the subcategory Insurance Broker. 10 organizations participate in the assessment, which is more or less representative. Let's start with summary information about the company. A little further we will consider each indicator in more detail. If you want, you can pause the video. You can look at all the parameters of the corporation under study more carefully. Access to the table with the structure of company tickers is free and open. Well, friends, let's finally begin. Market capitalization of the company Waterdrop Inc ADR is $0.39 billion. With a subcategory capitalization of $271 billion. Waterdrop Inc ADR accounts for a share of 0.146%. It is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $0.64 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $46 billion. Waterdrop Inc. WDH constitutes a share of 1.387%. Having made a comparison of the occupied shares of the exchange and book value, we will see the following. Occupied share Waterdrop Inc. WDH in the subcategory when assessing market capitalization is 0.146%. The book value is 1.387%. This is an 850% increase in share of market value. Assessment of the company's share of the market and book value of the subcategory. Good, 1 point. The analyzed organization's financial liabilities amount to $0.026 billion. Financial liabilities to book capitalization amount to 4.1% of the company's capital. Rating for the company's debt level, very good, 2 points. The ratio of the company's stock price to its profit is 22.3. With an average for the subcategory of 27.7, this is 19% lower than the average for the subcategory. An assessment of the company's market price to its profit in comparison with the subcategory. Good, 1 point. Profit for the last 12 months was $24 million. Projected earnings for the next 12 months are tentatively expected to be $36 million. Which is 51.3% more than now. An assessment of the projected future profit indicator in comparison within the subcategory. Good, 1 point. The company's price-to-sales ratio is 1.1. The average for the subcategory is 3.6, which is 69% lower than in the subcategory. Assessment of the stock market value to revenue ratio in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Good, 1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $370 million. Forward revenue for the next 12 months is tentatively expected to be $560 million. 51% more than currently. Assessment of projected future sales in comparison with the performance of subcategory companies. Good, 1 point. If you are interested in this analytics. In this case, we kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell. The sales margin is 6.4%, with an average for the subcategory of 13.1%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 6.7%. Assessment of sales margins in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 1.122%, which is 668% more than the share of market capitalization. And this fact shows the discrepancy between the company's current exchange price Waterdrop Inc. WDH, probably towards underestimation. The amount of capital per company employee is $133,000. And for the subcategory $1,027,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the organization's performance is 87%. Estimation of the amount of capital per employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Good, 0.5 points. The amount of profit per individual employee of the company is $8,000. Average for the subcategory, $37,100. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 79%. Estimation of profit per individual company employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, 0 points. The sales volume per employee of the organization is $125,000. In the subcategory there are $284,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 127%. Estimation of the volume of revenue for each employee of the company in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The volume of short transactions corresponds to 0.2%, with an average for the subcategory of 2.3%. This is an indicator of possible short squeeze risk. Indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 59% for the company Waterdrop Inc. WDH. For the subcategory, the RSI level 14 is approximately 53%. Technically, subcategory stocks are priced the same as stocks Waterdrop Inc ADR. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price Waterdrop Inc ADR and subcategory shares. We can see that over 12 months the stock Waterdrop Inc. WDH showed a change of -43.8%. Against price changes in the subcategory -0.3%. This clearly does not indicate anything, but it is necessary to keep this fact in mind. Overall result: 7.5 out of 10 points. Average result for the subcategory: 2.8 points. If you look very broadly, within the entire US market in general, we'll see, the average result for the US stock market in the aggregate is 0.3 points. Against the score of 7.5 points from Waterdrop Inc. WDH. Let's look at the order table. It is available to everyone. A link to it is in the pinned comment. The order table contains absolutely all decisions made by the information and reference system GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open. Link in pinned comment. Based on the company assessment Waterdrop Inc ADR. Information and reference assessment system GURU.Markets. The decision was made. Open an order because Waterdrop Inc ADR. This is one of the most undervalued companies in the subcategory. Thank you all for watching to the end and for using the information system from GURU.Markets. You really are the coolest crowd.